and acting.
There we go.
I literally had to go off and come back on, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure
because I was
exactly.
like, well, my stuff is still showing green.
Yeah, I'm looking, and I looked up. I seen my system saying reconnecting, and I'm like, what the hell? What's see? It's that topic. It's the topic.
Maybe.
That's what I'm gonna blame it on. It's the topic because some people don't want us to talk about the truth of Juneteenth, the meaning of it. So that's exactly what I'm gonna say. That's my word. No, but we actually been having issues with our internet, probably because they know I'm getting ready to cut them loose. Well, not the internet, but cable. Got to cut that cable. Um, so how was your week this week, Miss Risky?
Slow, boring, relatively productive though. Got revamping one of my stories. So I figured out my process and I'm working through it. So I was hoping to get through most of it last night. That didn't happen. But uh, we'll probably make some progress by the end of this weekend.
No, okay. Well, that's good. Well, mine's was pretty good. Of course, it was my birthday a couple of days
Hmm.
ago on the 13th. You
Yeah,
forgot
like a
about
day over 60.
me. I know. I know. I need a shade. I was gonna cut my hair this morning, but didn't get a chance to. So T Cal says she lost us too, but she's back. I'm glad, and I'm trying to make sure we're back on everything because okay, it's still saying we're live, so I don't know. I hope everything is good. But my week actually been good.
That's good.
Started rehab last week. A lot of discomfort, but I'm making it. I'm making it. So you ready to get this party started?
Hmm.
Okay. Thank you for coming back, T Cal. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some technical issue, but we're not gonna let it stop us. So we're gonna bring Miss Yolanda Hargrove on and talk with her. Welcome, Miss Hargrove. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me on your show.
No problem. Appreciate it, T Cal. I didn't even see the message. I just put it up. Thank you.
And happy belated birthday.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay. Um, so Miss Hargrove, I know um, the CEO, the founder of the Hub, Mo City. Um, she was actually on the show. Well, she didn't come on the show, but she was in the chat a couple of weeks ago on our last show, and she put in there that she have a 501(c)(3). Unfortunately, she couldn't be on tonight because she teach a class on Thursday nights. So
Yes, yours about to start at 7:30.
okay. Um, so she was telling me about her nonprofit. So I said, let me reach out to her because one thing we do on the show is support um, business that are doing positive things in
Mhm.
the community. And talking to her, um, I like a lot of things that she said, and she told me about this event that y'all actually have coming up. Could you please tell us about the nonprofit first, and then we'll get into the event?
Well, we're a 501c, and our mission is to improve and the wellness and I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. Wellness and quality of our residents here in Missouri City through health and wellness services, through mental health, cultural events, and various programs. We like to network uh, with people doing like things that we are doing that want to support the Black community and making a change and a difference for our own self instead of somebody else deciding what the change should be for us. We are making decisions.
No, okay. So y'all are doing a lot of things in the community. What are some things that y'all have already done in the community?
Well, we just finished our Black what is that, Black Wall Street on April, and that went pretty well. The purpose was to begin our network of vendors that are primarily of people of color, to get out and support one another and know where to find things, and just help us be better at being us.
Okay. And during that Black Wall Street, what all was some of the services that y'all did provide for people? Um,
We
Go ahead.
we have people there with natural and homeopathic services that were showing people different ways to combat health issues without the pharmaceuticals. Um, we had we had a lemonade company there. It was a family company. We had other people there that were for fashion shows to support our people that like back in the days when we had Carl Kanai, and those different up and coming fashion people that we don't have anymore. We had fashion shows. We had people come out. We had the Missouri City Police there because that is important in our community. Um, the presence of them being there just to support us. In past, we've done events and they didn't have the manpower to come out to support us, but more things that we do, they come out. This time we have county coming out to do health and blood pressure screenings. We have the sickle cell foundation as well. Let me just look at my thing because I had a couple of things I wanted to tell you that we're going to have. Um, Oh, I can't do both. I'm sorry. I can't do both. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't do both. Um, but a lot of health and wellness services.
Okay. Is it any particular vendors that are coming out? Because we would like to highlight them if it is that are
We,
coming out to volunteer their time.
yes, I do. I have a couple of people, but I don't quite know how to get it without blocking the screen. But if you give me a second, I'll tell you. I have three in particular. We have Shanti Refuge. We have River of Essentials and Wits Closet. Now, I wanted to mention them in particular because they're returning, but they also sponsor us. They like this time we're having giveaways, and so they are providing the giveaways from their own products. Um, they're our top sponsors, and they're returning. But those are the ones I definitely wanted to mention. I have some others there. If you give me a second, you might not see my face, but you'll be able to hear my voice.
No, that's
Um, we have Paparazzi Popcorn, Pizzazz, Superior Snowballs, Protective Protection and Healing, Teens and Wings, the True Organic Skincare, Queen Angie's Elegance, Exotic Candles, Fashions by Nia, and Kaylee's Kitchen, just to mention a few.
oh, okay. That's quite a bit of them. TCal actually asks when and where would this event take place at?
This event will be in the Quail Valley Park in Missouri City. Let me give you the exact address.
Now I can put it up on the screen for you. Just a minute. Um, it's going down across. It's at Hunter Glen Park, right?
The 100 Glen? Yeah, that's correct. I'm sorry. I'm thinking
Oh,
about
okay.
the other venture. Sorry.
Yeah, it's at Hunter Glen Park,
And I'm a little
1348
nervous
East
too. You
Boulevard.
told me to calm down and just be easy, but it's hard when you see your face. I know somebody's watching me.
Well, the thing is, we all get nervous when we come on here. Even myself, of many years of doing this, when I come back on, you never had the same feeling. So it's definitely can be nerve wracking at times, kind of like the technical issue we had before we came on, and then once we got on. So so it could definitely be kind of nervous about it, but it works it out. Um, so what time is this event?
The event starts actually at 12 p.m. and it ends at 5. But we'll be there way earlier than that to start set up and make sure everything is going way we expect it to go as close as possible as we can. It starts at 12 p.m. in the afternoon. It's till 5 p.m.
Okay, from 12 to 5 in
Yes, sir.
Missouri City.
That
Um,
is correct. Off of, go ahead.
oh, it 1340 Independence Boulevard, Missouri City, Texas 77489. If you in the Houston area, you
And
definitely
it's
want to go out and support this. Um, or if you're not even in Houston and you just want to do a road trip, load up the car, take the kiddos down there. What type of festivals do y'all have for the kids there?
we will have a little sections just set up just for them. And as we speak, Andrea called me and we had a face painter that agreed to come on and she's going to volunteer. Now I don't have her name yet because I know you asked me that question yesterday, but I will have it as soon as Andrea's finished her class. But that's going to be often. We have a bouncy house. We're going to have a musical chairs, the old school where you walk around with the music and uh, opportunities for them to do art. We're gonna do give away little prizes to them, and we're gonna have the rodeo dental there also to give them free toothbrushes and cleaning supplies, and also teach them how to brush their teeth and proper hygiene, dental hygiene.
Oh, okay. Now, I'm gonna ask for myself because I'm sure somebody thinking about this, but they're not gonna say nothing. What about for the old heads like me that want to play some dominoes,
Well,
or
you know what?
spades
We
or something?
we will set up a couple of tables for you. And there's some vendors, they got plenty of food for you. We have food trucks out there. As a matter of fact, today we have 60 vendors, which is double what we had last time. And the vendor to get in as a vendor, we close it on Friday. So if you're interested, today would be a good day to go ahead and sign up. We're taking everybody until 12 p.m. on Friday.
Okay. So if you are
You
a
got food,
vendor,
drink, you got clothes, you got it's one lady Noonie that's coming and I love her sweets. This lady is from Louisiana and I'm telling you, she makes some of the best sweets. And the good thing, a lot of them are all natural and because a lot of people have high sugar diabetes, it's low in sugar and I can't wait. I'm hungry already.
oh, okay. And what is your website where if
It
someone wants to come and be a part of it, how can they reach out to you
is the
to get?
hub. I'm sorry.
No,
It
go
is
ahead.
the hub mostcity.org.
Okay, the
Did
hub.
you hear me?
Yes,
Mostcity.org.
mostcities.org. Okay, I'll put that up in just a minute. And also, if they wanted to contact you, you mentioned that they're more than free to reach out to you personally and
Yes.
be able to get more information. This is a very good event. Um, as we know that Juneteenth became a federal holiday. Um, when was it? 2 years ago?
Sounds about
This
right.
Yeah, this will be the second year of it. So it would definitely be a good time to celebrate, bring positivity to our neighborhood,
Mhm.
because as we look at the news today, every day, all day, is some type of killing, shooting. Let's come together as a family, have a good time, and be able to make a difference in our community. Um, Miss Risky, did you have any questions or?
No, I think they've pretty much been answered. Now, are you planning on expanding to other locations and plan events?
What we're doing right now, and we have that in on the table. We have our annual meeting in September, so that's when we'll make that decision. But we would like to do that, and we would be open to networking with other community organizations, 501c, just like ourselves.
Okay.
They can
No.
be in Sweetwater. They can be in Third Ward. There are a lot of we have a lot of communities here, but it's just so happened we live in Missouri City, so the fight and starts where at home first.
Right.
We got to take care
Right.
of home, and we're willing to support other people, and we would like them to come out to support us as well.
Because I remember, like, back in the day,
Hmm.
there used to be a bunch of community fundraisers and activities and things, especially during the holidays, and in particular, like Black, like February and things like that.
Hmm.
But we don't do that anymore, and so it's nice to hear that you have an organization that kind of has like an outreach and a community um,
I'm happy
events
to be
for the
part of
people.
that. I wish that was more, but the thing is that through our the recent COVID and all the things that we've been through, we are the next generation that has to stand up. I'm
Yep.
54, and I know you say you're under 40, but the torch is being passed, and so we have to assume our positions, and we can't wait for grandmama, papa, and everybody to do it because they're not here no more.
Right.
They left the knowledge with us, and now it's time for us to stand up and assume our position and do the best we can. We might not know everything, but a tribe beta failure all day and tomorrow. We don't claim to know everything. We just putting our effort, our words, our effort with our words. We talked about it. Now we have to be about it, and
Right.
that's something that have to come back around. And I hope a lot of people in their community see that we are the ones that are going to have to make the change. We can't be looking for change from without outside of us because that has not worked. If we're going to make change and we're going to do something different instead of doing the same thing that we've been doing, which is insanity, then it starts now. And
Yeah. Because a lot of times people talk the game, but they don't do
oh yeah,
anything.
oh yeah.
So, we need to put a lot of these things into action.
And that's one thing. I've been through a lot of things where people talk and we meet all day, but I don't want to. We have to meet, of course, to get everything in order, but we have to have more action. We have to have commitment. We have to have follow through. Um, Sometimes when you ask people to do things, they say they're going to do it, but when it comes down to the right now to the hour, the a wire, then you can't find anybody. And so I
Right.
want to be with those people that, hey, if, if I ask you or they ask me, I'm gonna come out and support you, and you're gonna come out and support me.
Right.
Exactly. You're listening to Speak on It with Kirk Dog. Miss Risky and Miss Yolanda Hargrove is in the house. Whatever platform you're listening on, you're watching on, please take the time to like, share, tell a friend, um, and subscribe to the channel where you can get notified every time we come live. Or if it's a replay, you can always tune in. Um, I was um, I was just thinking while you was talking, what brought this together to decide to do something like this in your community? Because a lot of people do talk about doing things, but they don't ever make a move to do it.
Well, I think this is a history between Miss Andrea and myself. We have our sons used to go to Brigade together, and at Brigade Elementary, we are in a black community. It's only mostly us here, and so we were finding that we weren't our students weren't getting what other students were getting, and me as a retired teacher, that wasn't okay with me because we have educational institutions, but they're not equal. They're not equally funded, and so we decided to get together. It was about five of us, and we supported our. We were the Brigade PTO, and it's not a PTA. The PTO, you have to raise the money, and that's what we did. We funded our students, gave them the opportunity just to go on a field trip, and that's sad that we didn't get to go on a field trip. We had to that just to the zoo, but we made it happen. We ended up getting out the last sixth grade class to graduate out of a Brigade Elementary. They graduated T-shirts, and every day we sold food. It was the students supporting us to support them. And that was the most beautiful thing. We raised money for the teachers, and our sons are now like 22. She got one younger than 22 and one older. And we have just networked with one another. If somebody's doing something, and that's not anybody, we're just not going to join with anybody. We want positive, productive, progressive people doing something, not talking about it. Then we were willing to come out. And then this has been a lifelong dream of Andrea's, and I support her. I, because I want to be a part of that. I don't have to be in control of anything. I just want to be a part of making it happen because we need it so much in our neighborhood. So this is a built relationships which occurred over many years, and I just believe in what she's doing. And so anytime she call me, she needs support. Anytime I call her to come support me, because I'm a member of, I do other community service projects in the community. She does the same for me, and I think this is definitely needed in our community.
Okay. Well, continue up the good work that y'all doing. Once again, if you are in the Houston area and would love to be a vendor or a volunteer, um, because I know dealing with nonprofit, a lot of times you need volunteers. Just come out there to help, regardless if it's picking up trash, handing out stuff, directing people, whatever it is. If you want to come out there to volunteer, please reach out to them. You can go to the website www.thehubmostcity.org, or you could call Miss Yolanda Hargrove um, personally, and she can tell you exactly what you need to do. If you want to be a vendor, you can also do they call you or go to the website?
They go, we have a QR code. So in that QR code, if they scan the code, it will give them all the information they need. That it's not included on the event, right? That was just to for people that just want to come out and support and see what we have to offer in the Juneteenth event. But if they go to the website, there is a QR code, and they have until Friday to get in. Right now we have 60. We'd like to just see a sea of us out there. That would be wonderful.
Okay. What's up? And you said 12 o'clock Friday?
Yes, yes, sir.
So you have 12 o'clock tomorrow to get involved with it. If you want to be a vendor, I know it's last minute, but this event is on Monday, June the 19th. Um, if you
And volunteers as well. We'll take plenty of volunteers.
need a lot of volunteers, so definitely go out and help them. Um, Miss Yolanda, my wife, told me to tell you she love your hat, your scarf
Thank
on your
you.
head. So she
Thank
texted
you.
me,
This is my
talking.
part of my if you see me every time I will have a head some type of head wrap on. So
Mhm. Yeah,
I'm
she
Black
texted me
History
talking about
every day.
that's what it's all about. So
That's right.
since we're talking about it, I know Miss Risky normally do history on the show, um, but what do Juneteenth mean to you, Miss Hargrove?
It's the time to remember an event in our history that was not so colorful, maybe painful, but it's one that unites us all together. And the memory of that, it's like a Sankofa. You have to know your past so you won't go back and repeat it again. And that way, we learn to honor and respect each other the way we're supposed to be, like we used to do a long time ago, and have appreciation for each of our lives. And this is has it has to be passed down, because right now I see like I'm 50, and there's so many things I don't see anymore happening. Family unions or scares, people getting together, just believing in one another, your neighbors coming together, somebody, the elderly on the neighborhood, make sure their yard get cut, those type of things. We have to remember that, yes, we went through some pain, but it's a brighter future out there, and it's going to take each of us individually as a whole unit coming together to get where we need to be. And it's past time for us to be there. So just memory, do some history. A lot of history, I mean, I agree with, um, because the truth is still being, it's untold, the true truth. And so only way for you to get that truth, you have to seek it. You have to seek knowledge. It's not gonna come and just fall in your lap, or oh, because I'm this or that. It's nothing. You have to seek it, and you have to do your research. You have to do your due diligence. It
Mhm.
You can't wait for somebody to bring you something. You have to learn how to be a fisherman. And I know that I went all off, but it's a time for unity, for us just to remember. It's painful, but that pain should bring it and unite us all together on a common goal, and which is the uplifting of our people.
Okay.
And we need our people to actually be together because
Yes.
we're so damaged and fractured. You see all the other cultures getting together, they help each other out,
Hmm.
help create businesses, and we're just all over the place. But we also, like, I remember hearing on somebody speaking about the Black culture, saying how we're so fractured because we don't even know who we are
That's true. And I
because
see that is
everything
the
has been
true
stripped from
history.
us.
Yeah. The
And
true
we
history has
can't
not
even,
been told.
yeah, and we're starting from like we're something that was made up, and we have to
Hmm.
create like our new history because we don't know where we came from. We don't know what languages or religion we practice.
Hmm.
All that's been erased. We couldn't even go to Africa and find family because we have no idea where to start.
But you know what? We first have to realize we are the original inhabitants of
Oh
this
yeah.
continent. We didn't come from
Hmm.
Africa. Now, there's some of us through our tribes that are from Africa,
Right.
but we personally that have been born here, my grandfather on my mother's side is a Blackfoot Indian. And so I have documentation of that. That's just one side. I
Mhm.
think we can get to my grandfather's side. So we need to know our true history,
Yeah.
and
Because
stop
we were
being so
explorers,
sensitive.
we were scientists, we were all over. Like,
Great science before anybody even explored the whole world. We already had it mapped up.
right, because
You don't
I
have to
remember
discover.
even in Norway, there's a black explorer that they have statues of. They're like, oh
Yes.
yeah, he was like a ruler in our area, and it's
And
like they
so,
don't teach that we explored. That we're hunters and gatherers living in trees.
but we don't even we not that we need to support us, because there's
Mhm.
Dan Calloway out there. There's Cootie Mayo. They go in and they support the history with facts. And once you know the fact, you can't go back to sleep. It's
Exactly.
done. You're up now. And we we have to stop letting people define us and tell us who we are and
Yeah.
how we gonna think and how we feel. And when we do that and we unify and show the same kind of love like other people show to one another, because it started with us to begin with. This is the biggest like betrayal, the hoodwink and bamboozle in the whole world, because we are the originals. It came from us, whether it was good or bad. We have to accept it, but we have to change it for the better, and not.
Mhm.
We have to know our history so we don't keep on repeating it, doing the same things. Praising people that should not be praised, instead of the people out there doing work that's in the trenches, getting it done, and not
And we need
asking
to
for
do
all those
more about
accolades.
them stopping the teaching of our histories.
Oh,
Exactly.
They've
thank you.
taken everything away, like all the monuments and all the things. I'm like, but those were good conversation points. Like
Exactly. If you don't know, why are you
now
gonna
people
ask?
they're not asking questions anymore because it doesn't exist.
Some representation there. I graduated from the University of Houston, and the only way I can get the minor in African American Studies, quote quote, is if I graduated at a U of H. I started at TSU, but I couldn't get into my teaching program because I didn't have a accredited program. So it wasn't personal. It's about, I had a goal in mind, and I had a time limit to do it, and
Mhm.
that's so I chose U of H, and I also have a study in a minors in African American study. But it's a shame that right across the street on Scott at TSU, we didn't even have an African American studies program. I mean, that's ridiculous. So closed mouths don't get fed. If we don't stand up and say something and speak out, we don't never get nothing done. And stop looking on the outside for people to validate us.
Right.
And and we got to need to change too.
Yeah.
I
Because
know.
we're
Kurt
if
Dog
you
said
don't
we
do
gotta get
anything,
political, but we
we're
can't. We gotta change up some of these people. They
yeah,
gotta
because
have
it's
our
like
best
we're
interest at
relying
heart.
on other people to tell us who we are. They're erasing our history, and we're allowing it to happen.
They,
We have no identity anymore.
leaps and bounds. First of all, you gotta realize there's no African in your title. And that was changed through history, but you got to know your history. You got to read it. You got to go see it for yourself. Don't believe nothing I said. Go and research the facts for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even if I tell you, I want you to go and research it because that is a critical thinker. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're going to be able to problem solve if you can critically think. And that's through your own research. And so I would say that we are the Aborigines, the original inhabitants of the continent, and through what has been done over the years to gain control of our minds, that the chains are not on our ankles and feet no more, they're on our minds, that we have erased our whole history, and we won't even believe one of us when we say and we got facts that, hey, this is true. But you gotta research it because it's getting late in the day, and a lot of us not gonna make it if we keep doing the same thing. And
Exactly.
that's one of the reasons why I'm involved with the Missouri City, the hub in Missouri City, is because I need to be aligned with people going somewhere, doing same things I'm doing with the same ideology, uh, the same think tank. You know what I'm saying? I know I can rely on you. I know you're gonna be my ride or die. If I get a situation, we're gonna ride together. We're gonna die together. We're gonna make it happen, and that's what I want to be a part of. All the rest. I, it's getting too late in the day for me for that. I need to see change, and I want to see my ancestors. I want to see my grandmother and my great grandmother honored, and for all the things that they went through and all the sacrifices they made for me. I just will not be comfortable allowing what's happening, and I have to find a network of people that is have the same like mind as me. I'm
Okay.
sorry, I'm talking too much
Oh
now.
no. No, you are okay. You're okay because this is a subject that definitely need to be talked about, especially when you talk about whitewashing our history, and that's what we talk about on the show quite a bit, talking about our history as well as getting out and vote
Oh
because
yeah.
that's real important. Some people feel like, oh, you voted, that's enough. No, it's not. And we got to pay attention to this. We had one fool in office a couple of years ago, which he's running again. Then we have another fool trying to get in office that are changing the laws to make it illegal to talk about our history, where he went to the fact of banning them out of the state. The colleges cannot even teach Black history, which is crazy. Um, so that's a passion to us because we need to make sure we are teaching our history, our true history, for the simple fact that uh, if we don't tell our kids about it,
Will be
when we
lost.
die, it's gonna die with us.
Yeah, it's gonna be lost.
So so that's okay. When you say you get long winded, hey, I understand. It's
Yeah,
a
but
passion.
that's the same thing. Go back. Why are we waiting for somebody else to tell us? Why don't we just do it?
And how
We
can
can do
they?
that ourselves. We can. I mean, there are people out there doing it, and we just need a network. You're doing it. Like I said, there are Dan Calloway. Oh my God, you used to hear him. He would just blow your mind. Cody Mayo. They all on YouTube. And Kurt Dowd talking about it. It can happen, but we gotta make it happen. And we, if we allow somebody else to do it, they're gonna go do it the way they're gonna do it, and we still gonna be in the same situation.
Yeah. And how can you have
It used to.
someone that don't look like neither one of us? Now I'm saying it's not some out there that are not history major, but when you have someone like Dan Santan, whatever his name is, the governor of Florida, and then you have uh, uh, Abbott here in Texas, which Texas was the last state to find out we was freed in 1865, which is crazy. And they trying to block out that history. And if I had the opportunity of talking with either one of them, I would ask them why. Ask them why. And they're not going to be honest. I know they wouldn't. For the simple fact, they will be like, hey, because it's not right. It's critical race theory. No, it's not. That's history. That's what your ancestor did to Black America, who built this country. And it needs to be told.
Well, first of all, it was stolen from us. I'm gonna
It
say
was
that.
it was stolen.
I think it was stolen from us. How you gonna? My theory is there's no way all those Africans could quote quote come from Africa. It's easier to slave a population here if they already look like the person that you said it was a slave. So if all the Indians here, all the Cherokees, all the Blackfoots, all the you can name it, the whole slew of them. You look at the picture and they look like me, they look like you, and they look like you. If they were already that color, how easier to enslave them and say, oh, the black people are enslaved, the Africans are enslaved. You might have got a couple of Africans here, but we were already here. So let's start there. That's the true history. We are the original inhabitants of this continent. We didn't come from no Africa. We came from
Hold on.
here.
Well, Native American was here first. So,
We are
and
the Native Americans. We are the Native Americans.
yes, some of us are. And because even in my family, my grandfather was part Cherokee. So,
Mhm.
um,
Every
but
one of us can go to our grandparents and they will profess that they have some type of Indian in their blood. And that Indian didn't come from Africa, that Indian came from here. And if we go back and we study the true history, if you when you whitewash something, you change the color of it. Just like our forefathers. Abraham Lincoln is not his original color. Like like literally. Othello is not his original color. The main people in history, they have changed the skin color. So you now think that that other color and they really our color. That's the hoodwink.
well,
That's
there's a
the
lot
true
of hoodwink
history.
that goes
So if
on.
I can, I have mixed emotions about them not allowing the truth that us the teaching of African history because we are not African. You teach our history of this continent, and it's all in the Smithsonian. Why you think those people went over there and stole all the pictures, stole all the artifacts? If you go in right now, if you visit Houston, there is an African American library, and it's very state of art. But every picture is there in there is of Indians. They telling you without telling you. And if you do your research, it verify exactly what they're saying. That's your
But
little
even
research.
like here, we were talking about this before, like the religious um, people in history, and how the Pope, he has like his room where he has a picture of Jesus.
Mhm.
He's dark skinned.
And the Black
Yep.
Madonna as well.
Right. They're all dark skinned.
Hmm.
Putin actually did some kind of speech or whatnot, and he had all his like historical paintings and stuff like that of religious people, and they were dark. And it's almost like he was saying, "Hey, pay attention,
It's
people.
true, and they're trying to tell you
Let's
the
let's
truth without
let's get
telling you. They
woke."
have to tell you the truth
Yes.
anyways. If they're into the all the other things, the conspiracy, they have to tell you the truth.
Right.
But
But it's
I'm
just
with
funny.
you
Like
on
even
that.
over there, they're like,
Yeah, they know who you are. If you travel the
yeah,
world, you
they just
travel the
don't want to
country,
tell
you have
us that
great respect.
we
You
were
just don't
great.
have none here.
They want everybody to believe that we're, trash and
Yeah,
monkeys
listen.
that live in the wilderness and need to be trained and ruled over.
Well,
Exactly.
that's why I feel like that's the real reason why they don't want to teach the real history of America, in schools because they feel like if too many people took the time to read and learn it, it would raise everybody up and make them think differently and feel like we would take control over everything. We've done history on this show before where a lot of black cities were thriving, like for instance,
Mhm.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. Um, I believe it was North Carolina that had their own banks and
Mhm.
black towns, and then they come in and destroy them and kill the people in it. So that's that's the only reason why I feel like they don't want to teach the real history of America, because when you read about that, it's going to change a person's mind when they know exactly what happened. And I
But
would
also, I think they don't want us to do what they did to us.
exactly,
Exactly.
They
There you
think
go.
that we're going to retaliate. And I'm like, all these years, we just want peace and equality.
Our just
Like
dues.
the civil
It's
rights
got to be
movement, we should have been
restitution.
buck
You got
wild.
to get your just dues because I do
Right.
want my country back. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right. But
I
still,
want to
it's
be
like we should
compensated.
have been and popped off a long time ago. If it
Yeah,
was going to happen, it would have been a long time ago. It would have
yeah.
happened a long time ago.
But that's just to keep their thumb on your throat, keep you
Yeah.
down.
But we need to do something.
And then we got
Um,
to lose that crabs in a bucket mentality. When you see somebody rising up, help them out. Don't just go clawing them and oh we all gonna
and
be down here. Come
pushing
on.
them down
Yeah, I'm
to
like
get you up.
you could. It's sad, but it's true. We need to
yeah,
stop that.
yeah. We need to reach back when you
But
maybe
knowing who
reach
you,
back and grab somebody else. And I will tell you a prime example. Um, Before I came on, and if you have Amazon, check it out. Shooting Stars is the movie about LeBron James. How
I'm gonna write that down.
him and his friends, how they grew up. They became friends from playing basketball together from
Hmm.
7, 8 years old all the way up till they was grown, and they still friends today. And LeBron James says something at the end because he got suspended, and I'm not going to tell the whole movie, but he did say, "I want to play not because of me, because my future is fine, but I want to play one last game with my brothers," and that was powerful. He overlooked the fact that he been getting offers to the NBA and all of this. He overlooked all of that. But he want to reach back and play with his brothers because they've been playing together the whole time. And that's what some people uh, doesn't really want to do. Once they make it, they don't look back and bring the people that
Hmm.
was there with them to bring them along with them. So the Day Trip Diva, what's going on? Thank you for joining this show. Say, hey, y'all logged on just in time for a juicy conversation. Uh, uh, Thank you for tuning in. And matter of fact, I'm going to, there's no way I can do it now. I was going to tell you if you wanted to join the call, you could. Um, and that's actually um, Andrea, the founder of.
Hey, Andrea. I did something on the web that log on just in case that she got it finished in time and she could join.
Okay, so she had a link. If
Yes, I did send it to her. So if
okay,
she's talking to you now, tell her to go ahead and click on that link, and then I don't know if you have me logged in where you have to put her name in so she can get in, but that would be nice. And then she get
now
all the things I God.
yeah, if she click on the link, I can see when she come in, and we can bring her on to the show
All right, let me
too,
see.
as well. Um, that's if she would like to come on. Hopefully so. But let me see. She said.
Let me see.
For sure. Oh, okay. She said she decompressed and just got finished with her class. So
Okay.
uh, I understand.
Thank you,
Um,
Andrea. I thought it was gonna.
but
I gotta get my blood pressure like your co-host. She got ice water blood pressure. She has not like.
Well, because what I'm gonna tell you what Miss Risk is doing. She's laid back. She's
Mhm.
taking in everything you saying because she's a history major, and I know her, so trust me. She, if she hears something wrong, she'll step in. so,
She
so
seems a little reserved with things, some things she want to say, but some people have to be open to that knowledge. If they're not open to receive, they can't. It's not their time to receive it. So no matter how you put it out there, until they're ready to receive it, they're gonna be able to receive it. So I see her reserved look.
now she being nice because we have guests.
Okay.
Yes. All the
Because
Asian Shenanigans.
because we have a guest in the house. That's all that is. She
Okay.
being nice. Uh, no,
See how
but
he does me, do me? No
now,
respect.
now you know. Okay, all right.
Can
Say
say
the
later, later.
wait a
Like
minute.
Rodney
Say
Dangerfield, get no respect.
wait a minute. Say the
The
one.
younglings don't know about that about him. They're like, who's Rodney Dangerfield?
Say the one that texts me 2 days later is talking about happy birthday.
I know. I was like, man, it's been a crazy week.
No, it have. It have. I understand. It was rough for me because my mom's birthday was yesterday, and this would have been this was the third birthday without her, so it was kind of tough on me. So, but I just have to pray through it and keep on moving. So, but definitely, we're all about supporting people that are doing positive things. We also, now, by any chance, because I see you talking about the history and all of that, are you going to have anyone at the event discussing history or?
We will, but I have to. I have to log off to look at my spreadsheet because I haven't learned how to do that yet.
Oh
But
no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
okay,
I'm just saying because if at least I don't know the platform, and I wish I could come down there, but
that would be nice if we have you
uh,
open.
it's kind
You
of rough
welcome
for me to come.
anytime. Next time, the back to school, you can choose one. We'll take it.
So
And
y'all
it's
already had a back to school set up, or
what we're planning it. We would do it right before they go back. That's our next and upcoming event. And Andrea asked me people go to the website to start about signing up for vendors, but we do have something planned for the back to school, and we usually sponsor students as far as school supplies, backpacks, personal needs to get back to school. We do that. But we don't have a date. I didn't get a date tentative when I spoke to her earlier, but hopefully if she hear me talking, she would chime in with that information on Miss Andrea.
okay, well, they can always still um,
Yes.
call you and get more information, but definitely go to the website and sign up for the website. And from my understanding, y'all have a newsletter coming out soon,
Yes.
where people um, will be able to get more information about everything that you're doing. So look out for that. If Miss Andrea said in August, so right around the corner. But you can always sign up to volunteer, do more things with the um, organization, and also be able to help them any way you can. I'm trying to read the message as they come up. Yes.
And we do accept donations as well.
Oh, okay. Miss Andrea said yes, can sign up on our website for newsletters. So you could definitely sign up for newsletter, be up to date. And then for donations, you can also donate. Now, if you're gonna donate, donate now. Don't be telling.
What we've gotten a lot of clothes donation, and that tends to help a lot of people. We have seniors or people that maybe have fallen hard on their luck. They may need a few canned goods. They let us know, and they let us know their sizes. We will get a care package ready for them based off what we have. So pretty much we got rid of all of our stuff except some canned goods from the April event, but we will be accepting donations. I'm assuming at the somewhere at the booth. Sandra said we have PayPal and Cash App.
And it's actually strolling across the stream, so you can actually go to either one of them and donate, especially school supplies, because there's a lot of family that is struggling because prices are going up on everything. And if you donate, they can buy in bulk and be able
Mhm.
to buy more at a cheaper price.
I want to add one group. Men. Men don't get a lot of women tend to get a lot. We get a lot of donations for girls, but it's harder to get things for men. Maybe deodorant, things that they need like that. Clothes. So if you have some extra men clothes laying around that gently use, not using them, pick up some deodorant for a man, somebody that need it. Uh, we're in need of that too.
Okay. So you can donate clothes, cash, food, because Miss Andrea said, yes, we deliver food and clothes to those in need as well. So that's a good thing also. Being able to provide food for people, because especially during the summertime, with school
Mhm.
out, a lot of kids go without eating. When you see these videos of kids going in the store stealing or stealing food or something like that, that's a need. Or if the parent is having to go in and try to shoplift some food. I'm just saying food now. You ain't talking about no color TV. Going in and trying to get
Or that
food.
Gucci bag.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Miss Andrea said, yes, summer is rough. It's rough. So definitely, if you could donate, definitely donate to this cause. Um, and if it's someone that is listening that would like to partner with them, definitely let us know. If you don't get the information, you can always reach out to me and I'll put you in contact with them. Um, I've, I, Miss Andrea, anything else you want to add? Let me know. Um, what about you, Miss Risky? Do you have anything on your mind?
Nothing so far.
So far, so you good with everything?
Yes.
Okay. Um, well, other than that, um, I guess Miss Risky and I we're gonna stay on a little bit longer, or you wanna? We didn't get a chance to talk about it because the technical issue we was having beforehand. so, so no, but I think other than that, go out and support them. Um, let me actually put the address up in case someone missed the address. Juneteenth Family Celebration, Hunter Glen Park, 1340 Independence Boulevard, Missouri City, Texas, 77489. And please, wear your sunscreen and also um, yeah, off. Stand by. I'm hoping it's a call for the show and not nothing crazy. Hold on.
Okay. So, Miss Risky, tell
Think
me
on it.
about your history. You're a history buff. You love to
No.
study history.
Yeah, we used to do history, like history lessons.
Doing good, and you? We got a crazy one. I mean, got somebody on the phone. Hold on.
Somebody's
Uh,
on the line.
go ahead. Sa- Sound like you drunk a little bit too. Uh, so we kind of knew. Um, I cut him off.
Oh,
I cut him off. It sounded like your boy, Eva Donkey. Eva Donkey. Uh, talking about he had some biscuit and some fried potatoes, and I just cut him off. Uh, um,
But he makes your numbers look good. When he call in, he make your numbers sound good. Good.
yeah, we sometimes Miss Risky and I we both said that we probably get some cuckoo for Cocoa Puff tonight because of the title. So it's all good. Um, Miss Andrea said no, sound like it was all covered. We thank you, Mr. Curtis. I told you, I'm not that old now. Not that old. He said I'll be on next time in person. Yeah. She said that caller was yeah, we get some characters to call in. Um we had a lot of them, so we're used to it. But at least he didn't block his number out, because most of them they'll block their number out, and I don't answer those calls. So, but other than that, I definitely appreciate you for coming on, Miss Yolanda Hargrove. Thank you, Miss Andrea,
Thank you so much.
for talking with me for was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. And next time, what we'll do is definitely come back. Let us know. What was
Sounded
that?
like my neighbor was coming through the ceiling.
It's like, well, okay,
I,
what's going on? You know, we all look
I
at
heard it
Bob.
in my earphones. I'm like, what the hell?
I know. I'm
Uh,
looking like, do we need to run?
I was like,
I'm like, what? See, that's the evil spirits. But definitely come back on the show. Let us know how the event turned out,
Yes,
and
sir.
when y'all set the date for the back to school event, definitely let us know. We'll have y'all back for we can promote that as well. And
Okay.
other than that, Miss Risky, where can they find you?
in these streets now. No, I'm just um, you can find me anywhere RSKEE on Instagram, TikTok. I'm always on. I'm trying to do new content. Follow me there because I'm kind of funny, if I do say so myself. If you want to send me a message, RSKEE at yahoo.com. Send me a message. If you have any stories you want me to talk about, go ahead and send them there. And that's it. Hopefully, in the near future, I can have some other news regarding my art, but nothing so far.
Okay.
Well, we'd
Well,
love to have you down if y'all ever in the Houston area, the Houston Metroplex, because Missouri City is a part of the Houston Metroplex area. We'd love to have you. Come on down. We show you a good time.
All
most
right.
definitely. And then you can also catch Miss Risky tomorrow morning as she do a Starbucks run. Uh,
No, because I'm off this week. So I
oh,
only do it when I'm going to work.
so when you going back to work?
Monday.
Monday on June 10th? Oh, okay.
I don't work
Never
for a
mind.
bank. Payroll is
my,
payroll.
my bad. My bad. No, but um, oh, I was trying to read the comments. You're welcome, Miss Andrea. We will chat again very soon. And yes, Miss Risky actually have 3 books out.
Hmm.
Google her, you can find them.
I'm
So
revamping the first series and consolidating it into one book. That's the project I'm working on now. Uh, and then I'll probably redo it.
okay, and you can find me mostly on uh, TikTok, Instagram. Uh, Best to send me a message. I'm gonna be honest with
Okay.
you. Send me a message. I probably will get that faster. Um, so send me a message, or you can even text me at the number 972-591-3665. But trust me, my blocking game is good. So don't come with the foolishness. So other than that, until next time, we love each and every one of you.